Good day, everyone. Today, we will be talking about functions.
What are functions?
What is a function? A function is something that will take an input and will process it to produce an output. In this example, x tends to be the variable most used. F is commonly used to name the function, though other letters can also be used. For example, H and G.
There are three main parts of a function: the input, relationship, and output.
A function relates each element of a set with exactly one element. Functions can easily be identified by the use of the vertical line test. In functions, there are three sets to remember. Set X is the domain, set Y is the codomain, and the set of elements that get pointed to in Y is called the range. A function can be defined as a set of ordered pairs, where X is the input and f of X is the output written inside the parentheses.
Sometimes there is no function name, like this example, but the three main parts are still visible.
What types of things do functions process?
Numbers, duh!
Obviously it is, but which numbers? For example, the tree height function h times h is equal to age times 20. Makes no sense for an age less than 0. It could also be letters. For example, A is to B, or ID codes such as A6309 means to pass, or Stranger Things. So we need something more powerful, and that is where sets come in. A set is a collection of things. Here are some examples: set of even numbers, set of clothes, set of prime numbers, positive multiples of 3 that are less than 10. Each individual thing in the set, such as 4 or hat, is called a member or element. So, a function takes elements of a set and gives back elements of a set.
You know what you need? What? A field trip to mine using DC.
Function can be in pieces. We can create functions that behave differently depending on the input value. Example, when x is less than 2, it gives x squared. When x is exactly 2, it gives 6. When x is more than 2 and less than or equal to 6, it gives the line 10 negative x. It looks like this. The domain, all the values that can go into the function, is all real numbers, up to and including 6, which we can write like this. There are also different types of piecewise functions. The absolute value function. Let us look at this example. It has two pieces. Below 0 is negative x. From 0 onwards is x. The floor function. The floor function is a very special piecewise function. It has infinite number of pieces. Let us look at this example. Now, let's go back to our student.
I'm thinking of getting a summer job, but wait, what's this? Summer job wanted. Flyer hander outer, ages 16 to 20 from DLSU. Male or female? This is a nice offer. I think I'm gonna get it. This summer job is great. I'm gonna get to buy the things that I want with the money I earn.
Did you know that you can apply functions in the field of business?
Now that she has a summer job, let's calculate how much she will earn. Her hourly wage is 70 pesos and has to work at least 40 hours a week. She is paid 1.5 times if she works overtime. H represents the hour, 7 is her wage per hour, and P is her total salary. To 7, H represents her regular salary from 40 hours of work time. To get her salary for overwork hours, let's regard to this equation. 70 times 40 plus the product of 1.5 times 70 multiplied to H minus 40 is equal to 10.5H minus 1,400. Note that for every 40 hours, the rate of change is 70 pesos per hour. But for over 40 hours, her rate of change is 105H minus 1,400. Let's transform this into a piecewise function. She's worked a total of 45 hours. Let's calculate how much did she earn for working overtime. P multiplied to 45 is equal to 105 times 45 minus 1,400 is equal to 3,325. Therefore, she earned a total of 3,325 pesos.
Finally got a chance to shop. Can't wait to buy these items. How much is it? Oh no, it's more than what I earn.
Now, the student has to compute for her income tax. Income tax is levied by the government directly on income, especially an annual tax on personal income. In this case, let us set an example. In a certain country, income tax is assessed as follows. There is no tax on income up to 15,000 pesos. Income over 15,000 and up to 30,000 is taxed at 12%. Income over 30,000 is taxed at 18%. The function can be presented as follows. Now, how much would her tax be if she has an income of 17,000 pesos? In this case, we will use the second one since it applies to our conditions. 0.12 times 17,000 minus 15,000 is also 0.12 times 2,000, therefore giving us a total of 240 pesos. That is her income tax.
Hey, let's stop for a moment because there are interesting facts about functions. Here are a few. 1. Most functions that are continuous are differentiable nowhere. 2. There's a ton of trigonometric functions like the basic sine, cosine, tangent, then the reciprocal cotangent, secant, cosecant, then the inverses of all those, usually seen as the arc of the function, then the hyperbolic functions like sine, cosh, tanth, coth, sec, th, and the forgotten functions like the verse sine, haber sine, and execant. 3. Vertical lines have undefined slopes. Often the slopes of these are said to be infinite because the limit from either side is plus or negative infinity. This is skipped over in a lot of high school math classes for some reason. 4. Image, range, and codomain are not all necessarily the same. This is usually not realized until later in math, and all three words are often used interchangeably. And that's it for today. Come back tomorrow for more awesome facts.
So, I guess that is it. Thank you so much for listening and watching our video. Hope that you learned so much about functions and piecewise functions and its applications. God bless and hope that we see you soon.
Functions.